Welcome to the Copper King Mine and Railroad. Today we're going to talk about the big hook, the wrecking derrick, here at the Copper King Mine, and then we're going over Bingham and look at the big cranes over there. So stay tuned.
We're going to bring the big hook out. That's what we called it at the mine, is the big hook. It's just the wrecking derrick crane. Kind of interesting. My uncle ran the cranes at the Bingham mine. So it was always interesting to watch these big old hooks come out and work on wrecks, work on shovels, whatever they did around the mine. This one on the Copper King mine we purchased from Amtrak. It's a used crane. So we're going to watch it come out and take a loop around the bottom, passing the old steam engine there sitting on the siding. Going through this switch in this curve area right here, we're going kind of slow, but we're going to pick up speed here in a second. We'll show you some pictures of the big hook up at Bingham Canyon mine. It was got some great pictures of wrecks and different things up there. And they used to put the shovels together with them until the shovels got really, really big. We're just pulling up into the first level of the mine here, going up the switchbacks. Just a little bit of a grade right here, going past some retaining walls. We had a show on retaining walls. That's really fun. Going over all these bridges right here. Here's the mine area of the Copper King mine. See it in the background there. A couple of trains moving up there. I think that was a waste train moving. We're going to go down here and go across the famous Markham Bridge. Kind of showing a little drone shot of it, looking down on it. We'll go across the bridge and then right into the tunnel. And coming back out of the tunnel, going the other direction, crossing the Markham Bridge again. So you got to have one of these cranes on your layout, because what happens if your trains go in the ditch or one of your big motors go off the rails? An interesting shot here. With all the trains. I got 6 trains running right through there. Yes, that is a stage shot. It took me a long time to set it up. So anyway, that's the wrecking derrick on the Copper King Mine and Railroad. So let's go over to Bingham Canyon Mine. Look at the wrecking derricks they had up there. They had about 3 or 4 of them up there. They was steam at one time, and our mechanics and our machinists actually converted them over to diesel. So that was a pretty neat task what they did. They'd work on them, tear them all down, and kept them running. But they used to travel around with the bull gang, like I said, and they'd go out on these wrecks. Look at some of these wreck pictures they would go out on. This one picture has 2 of them working here trying to pull this motor up off a level. That would have to take some strength to get that up off the level, wouldn't it? Anyway, they'd go out in these big wreck jobs, and you needed the big hook to get these big motors back on the tracks for sure. This one's the big Magna motor they had on the main line going over to Magna. Look at this wreck right here. Boy, what a mess. picking up these cars. And then also, like I said, they used the big hook, the wrecking cranes on putting these shovels. These shovels would come together and come to the mine in these pieces, and then they'd put them together at the mine using the big crane. So that was another job for them, putting these big shovels together. Well, and these are pretty small in today's standards, but that's what they had back then. This is a newer one, newer crane. It was really fun to watch these come out and work out out in the pit. So that's the big hook at the Bingham Canyon mine.